All right, today we're going inside the HumAIne Learning Center, a really interesting project funded by the European Union, and its whole mission is to tackle a huge question. How do we, as humans, actually learn to work with artificial intelligence, effectively and responsibly? Let's take a look at how they're figuring that out.
I mean, it's no secret, right? AI is popping up everywhere. It's changing how we work, how we talk to each other, even how we make big decisions. But the real conversation isn't just about the tech itself. It's about us. Are we really, truly ready to partner up with these incredibly powerful systems?
And that brings us to a critical point. In this new world, constantly learning new skills, what we call upskilling, it's not a bonus anymore. It's not just a nice thing to have on your resume. It's absolutely essential for everyone. From the coders building the AI to the people using it in their jobs every single day.
So how in the world do we close that massive skills gap? Well, that is exactly where the HumAIne Project's Learning Center comes into the picture. It's a hub built specifically for this, for human-AI collaboration.
You know, the goal of the whole HumAIne project is right there in its name. It's all about enhancing human empowerment. See, it's not about replacing people. It's about building smarter tools that help us make better decisions together. And the Learning Center, that's right at the heart of their whole plan. So what is it exactly?
Well, at its core, you could think of the Learning Center as this one-stop digital shop. Its whole reason for being is to give people the training, the skills, and the shared knowledge we all need to use these new technologies the right way.
Now here's where it gets really clever. The team behind this gets that not everyone needs to know the same things about AI, right? A software engineer and a project manager have totally different needs. So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, they've created customized learning paths.
They use what's called a dual pathway approach. So on one side, you've got your technical users, the developers, the engineers. Their training digs deep into things like platform development and system architecture. Then, on the other side, you have the non-technical users. Their path focuses on things like responsible and ethical use, how to actually make sense of AI suggestions, and of course, data privacy. It makes sure everyone gets exactly what they need for their job. So you might be thinking, okay, where does all this training material come from? This isn't just some generic Intro to AI course. The Learning Center has this really unique way of creating its content. It literally transforms brand new research into a practical resource for everyone.
See, the training isn't just based on theory. It's grounded in the actual, real-world research and pilot projects happening inside HumAIne. They take their latest findings and directly turn them into practical, easy-to-use learning materials. It's pretty cool. And they do it in 4 clear steps. First, it all starts with the research, the technical results, and real pilot programs. From there, the team develops all sorts of multimedia assets. Then, and this is super important, they break that content down into smaller modules, each with a really clear goal. And finally, they organize all those little modules into those 2 big learning paths we just talked about. And here's a peek at what that actually looks like in practice. This module is on something called swarm learning. It's a way to do machine learning where data stays local on your device instead of going to a central server, which is amazing for privacy. And you can see how they break it down into these simple chapters, from the basics all the way to using it in the HumAIne system. It just makes a really complex topic feel manageable. They also know that we all learn in different ways, right? So the Learning Center offers this whole toolkit of options. You've got short videos for a quick overview, recorded lectures if you want to do a deep dive, guides you can download, detailed tech docs for the engineers, and even interactive webinars where you can ask questions. So we've seen the what and the how, but what's the big picture here? What is the actual impact of the HumAIne Learning Center? Well, it's really all about empowering the future of work. And for starters, this is a serious effort. Right now, the center has 13 distinct learning programs. 7 of them are tailored for technical users, and the other 6 are for non-technical users. This is way beyond just an idea. It's a real, comprehensive, and growing library of knowledge. And all of this work is driving toward a few key goals. It's all about building user trust and understanding. It's about making sure our interactions with AI are safe and effective. And it's about making sure that as we adopt AI, we do it responsibly and in a way that aligns with European standards. It all comes back to empowering the user.
When you strip everything else away, the entire philosophy behind this whole project comes down to this one simple, powerful idea: positioning the human right at the very center of this huge technological shift. So as we wrap this up, the final thought really lands with you. With amazing resources like this becoming available, the question is no longer if we can collaborate with AI, but how we're going to do it. So how will you shape the future of human-AI collaboration?